years ago, I would have never imagined myself getting an award like this in front of 600 people audience at Ovation 2022. How did I elevate myself from being this fresh Toastmaster to serving at District 82? It's all because of KDU Toastmasters. Allow me to take you to 2019, the day after my birthday. I was taking the baby steps to pursue my academics at KDU. It was also the first day I attended a KDU Toastmasters meeting, and it was a Valentine's themed meeting. I fell in love with the people there. They were so nice, welcoming me, and made it feel safe to make mistakes. And that's when I started believing in love at first sight. Because of my continuous involvement and passion towards the organization, I was fortunate to be appointed as the secretary for the year 2019-2020, which was presided by Toastmaster Himanshu Devruwan. This was a turning point in my life because I had never held a leadership position before. It felt like a brand new Minoli on the way. Now, a club secretary's role is mainly about maintaining a lot of records and performing certain administration tasks which were paramount importance for the effective functioning of the executive committee. And with the background of our university, there was a lot of administration work that was happening. Letters were important to be prepared. So there, I got a lot of exposure. However, I did not limit myself there. I was making agendas. I was doing the speech slot management. I was making captions for every WhatsApp group. I was also helping to get new members. I was all over the place and I loved it. The people there made me feel empowered to do so. My biggest achievement as a secretary was when I was able to negotiate with Toastmasters International headquarters to get the copyright to print a club t-shirt. Yes, the t-shirt you wear for your outdoor meetings, the Toastmaster logo in the right side, that did not come easy. We got that permission on 23rd of December and it felt like a Christmas miracle. And I did not achieve this overnight. It because of months of practice as a secretary doing certain tasks and involving more and more that gave me the strength to do that. Evaluating my personality as a secretary, I would say I was very organized. Also, I was a bit annoyed when others didn't get their things done and a little bit strict. So that's where I also learned to become empathetic towards the others, where I realized that they don't always prioritize Toastmasters. People have a lot going on in their lives. So I learned to become empathetic, sympathetic, and everyone around me helped me to do so. The next milestone in my Toastmasters career was being appointed as the Vice President Education in the middle of a pandemic. I was supposed to execute a successful club education program for the year 2020-2021, which was presided by Toastmaster Diga Javardhan. Now, this year guaranteed nothing but uncertainty. We were challenged to achieve the Golden Club Award in a year where the existence of the humans were questioned. The challenge was big, but my vision was bigger. Regardless of all the bad things that were happening in the country, in the world, I wanted all of us to continue Toastmasters for the very reason we came for. I also firmly believe that if you can still have the courage to improve yourself, work on yourself, when there are a million reasons to quit, you become a winner. And my fellow Toastmasters, I wanted all of us to win, to become winners, even when there was no competition at all. Now, the challenges that I came across was that running this entire year online, where we didn't know when the pandemic was going to end. We built several strategies. As an executive committee, we brought different strategies. Some agreed, some disagreed. There were arguments because we didn't know the deep waters we were getting into. Nevertheless, we stayed together. We always had a good PR campaign for whatever the strategy we took. However, when it comes to education, we could not do everything with PR. There, I struggled to ask members to join for online meetings because they were already fed up with these online lectures. So one of the effective strategies would be I implemented was reducing the number of meetings for the month. We had it for 3 meetings and we ended the month with a mini speech marathon so that the education team had less work at the end of the month and the speakers could and the other members could easily join and enjoy these speeches. However, things did not happen perfectly. I had my share of mistakes. I was biased. I was not making decisions properly. I was not listening to others. There were things happening. However, I made everything a learning point. And the club executive committee around me helped me to achieve that as well. So my fellow Toastmasters, as you can see, being able to serve as the secretary and the Vice President Education for this prestigious club was a lot of fun. And I still share a special bond with both of these executive committees. All the triumphs that I achieved, all the struggles that I conquered, I still owe it to them. And my fellow Toastmasters, on a final note, I want to remind you that I was that girl who was scared, who was nervous, and entered into that KU Toastmasters room meeting without knowing how it was going to change her life. And right now, I'm standing in front of you because of the opportunities I grabbed, because of the opportunities I embraced. And my fellow Toastmasters, I hope you will also do the same. There will be lots of opportunities. It will be volunteering in a small project or whatever. I hope you will grab that opportunity and make it happen for you. Because in order to become a leader, sometimes you will never be ready. So take the chance, make sure you are in it to win it. Over to you.
To love, you have to live. To live, you have to love. After you love to live, you have to get the desire, the travel. When someone asks for me, why is it important traveling to person? I would tell, traveling can lead you to understand people. When you see mountains, you can understand. To see the most beautiful places, you have to climb with them. When you see beautiful deserts, you can understand. Though it is not beautiful, though it is harsh, the beauty is also there. When you see ice, when you see glaciers, you have to understand, though the people are beautiful from their appearance, sometimes it may be deadly and difficult. In the life, we everyone have to have love, maybe from our partners, maybe from family members, maybe from friends. But the thing you have to do to digest that love, to digest well, and to enjoy well, you have to have the desert, traveling. Through traveling, you can understand how beautiful the world and how the beauty can affect your life, how beauty learn you, how beauty teach you, and how you can learn from beauty. So finally, to love, we have to live. To live, we have to love. To digest, love, and live, you have to travel. Thank you.
Toastmaster Sadini. I wish travel therapy was covered by my health insurance. So first of all, I before give you the comments. Now, therapy is a form of treating with mental health problems, and therapy is actually covered in health insurances. And the thing is, when we travel somewhere, it also feels like a therapy for our mental health problems. Unfortunately, travel therapy is not covered in health insurance. So we wish it was covered so that we can travel as much as we want to. So the point of this title was to express how much you love traveling. And Toastmasters Sadhini, you did it brilliantly well. I love the way you shared the emotional side of this speech, where you spoke about how traveling makes you feels like. It makes you forget all your problems away. It makes you feel like you're this tiny person and the world is big. So how little your problems are, how wonderful this world is. So that's what you felt and you shared it with us. That was really brilliant. And also I love how you shared your little story where you went to the beach and how everything calmed down. So it was the way you emotionally approached it. It was very unique. So Toastmaster Sadhini, I would recommend you to maintain a little bit more eye contact when you give your speech, because you were a bit looking up, something like that. I also recommend you to share a personal story where you went to a particular place where and all your problems went away, something like that. So you have wonderfully captured the topic, sharing your emotional aspects. I recommend you to maintain more eye contact and also share a personal story to win the topic next time. So over to you to the other evaluator.